Mwahaha. So it is 4:22, 22, 4 on each as bookends, and a 4 in between, which is a 12, which is a 3. Creation, the number of the divinity. So what do we wish to channel on today? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Magic abounds all around, and you cannot even feel it because you refuse to believe. But it is beginning to look like Christmas. And many of you don't even understand because you don't believe in anything other than consumerism, shopping, getting your nails done, having nice parties. But the original point of Christmas, which was to create a connection between families and friends and the universe, a connection between all to give gifts of thanks and appreciation and love. Where has that gone? It's all so me-oriented now, but it is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. So now, when will you get there? When the pain and the distress and the dissatisfaction and the destruction, yes, destruction of your current ways no longer work for you. You will find paths that are newly being formed and built that mirror much of what you had in the past, but this time it is not built on the patriarchy, but on the divine feminine. So we shall leave it there. For many of you, it will be painful to lose your old belief in Santa, but you will create a new belief in the new Santa, one that is truly based on love and compassion, and not one who says, if you've been naughty, I'm going to give you lumps of coal in your stocking. It will be one that says, if you have been naughty, it is because you have been traumatized, and we will work with you to heal those parts of you. Those who are the naughtiest, believe it or not, have been traumatized the most, on the one hand, and secondly, have the worst coping mechanisms because they cannot overcome or override their past traumas. But you all are beginning to pop like popcorn, allowing your beautiful inner light to express itself in your own unique form. It may not be a snowflake, but we can tell you that no two popcorn kernels look alike. Once they have been popped, it is your inner light expressing itself in its unique form. And you will begin to see how when you add a little butter, a little salt, a little Parmesan, or whatever it is that you wish. For some of you, sriracha sauce, whatever, pickle juice, right? It will create your own unique expression of self. So we invite you all to begin to look at your navel, because your navel oftentimes does look a lot like a popcorn kernel that is popped, especially for those of you who have had babies, because that pressure pushes that inner structure out for all to see. But just know, whether you have an innie or an outie, you are still a complete and full expression of the divine, here to see who you can be when you finally pop or crack open to find your true inner self, which has been hidden within your hard outer protective shell because of your unique trauma within which you experienced your childhood. Our another is beginning really to learn how childhood trauma affects the collective, and she really truly is becoming a believer of childhood trauma being the trigger for what you all are struggling with. And how do you get past that? Well, we shall continue to work with her to teach her what she is to teach you all that is outside of the social norm. Much of what she is learning is based on just scientific data. The statistics as a whole don't lie when the research questions are done properly. But we will give her additional insights into the universal aspects that many of you have never given any thought to because it's not easily measured. But once we tell you what to look for, you will be able to measure it because you will know what it is that you need to measure. It's like saying measure the air quality. If you don't know that the air has a quality that can be measured, you simply see it as nothingness around you that you breathe in and out. But now that you know that there are also toxins that reside within this, such as from gasoline, lead, and whatnot, right? It does create ill health, and it creates brain trauma. Toxins, toxic. It's all there to be measured. You just need to know where to tap, where to look, where to explore. And so it is. Namaste.